There are some musical juxtapositions that should never work but end up becoming something great. Adding a symphony to metal on paper sounds as well planned as peanut butter and mayonnaise, but once you hear how well it works, you find yourself wondering how you went without it for so long and want to hear more. Symphonic metal is that combination that many music fans don't realize they are missing. Delain is another band from across the pond that has been going strong for over 10 years now and has been a staple of the symphonic metal subgenre. Founded by former Within Temptation keyboardist Westerholt, Delain's music includes everything from wild guitar solos and screaming, followed by gorgeous string sections and harmonious singing, all in a matter of minutes. Moonbathers comes as the fifth full album from the band and might stand as the highlight of Delain's 2016, which also included an EP and a headlining tour. Amidst all the time on the road, however, they still found enough time to work together and write for the new album and also give it enough attention to make it feel special. In an interview online, Westerholt said, "It's an album of extremes. The heavy songs are heavier, the ballads more sensitive, and then there's songs with a real rock vibe, and that's due to the way we recorded it, in different times, in different places, and in different moods." Listening to what this Dutch band can bring opens a lot of avenues and imagination. Any band that names themselves after a Stephen King term already shows a form of style and imagination, and in a style like symphonic metal, there is much to get swept up in. Whether it's volume, melody, or a blast from the past in an 80s song cover, according to Westerholt, Moonbathers is Delain's attempt to push themselves in several different ways. Sucker Punch gives the vibe of 80s fantasy with the opening synth keyboards and catchy drum beats. The chorus is what highlights the song in an upbeat soundtrack style. The vocal delivery from singer Charlotte Vessel sounds somewhat blasé, where nothing sounds bad, but it doesn't feel like much of the high points in emotion are being fully delivered. It feels as if the vocals, and to be fair, much of the entire 4-minute track is just going through the motions. I don't think Sucker Punch is bad by any means, but while listening from the beginning you expect something big and climactic, or at the very least something satisfying to listen to. The song just doesn't deliver any, no pun intended, punch. There is a very natural flow that moves the song along until the track is over. Nothing is painful to listen to, but it's easily forgotten as soon as it's over. That description of Sucker Punch is something that can be said for a large majority of Moonbathers, the album. While listening through, there's definitely nothing harsh, and you can hear the talent involved while still getting a high moment here and there, but you also feel like you aren't getting what you were hoping for. You yearn for something bigger and better from a group who sounds like they are capable, but just aren't satisfied. When hearing a symphonic metal band, you want to hear the elements of both worlds. In a song like Fire with Fire, though, you end up getting mainly the riff and percussion heavy style along with Charlotte's singing. You get very little of the symphonic vibe, and like Sucker Punch, there feels like a build-up and strong rhythm that doesn't evolve too much. You are left wanting more and forget what you just heard as soon as it's over. I repeat that there is nothing bad in Moonbathers. There in fact are some excellent moments in a few songs that really stand out, like the wordless singing in Dance Macabre or the guttural growling in the truly symphonic metal opener Hands of Gold. When taking the entire album in, however, these moments aren't nearly as many as you may hope. When you hear a talented band is going strong all year and then release a new album, it's easy to get excited, but in the case of Delain, it feels like it was a good attempt at something that could have been great. You can tell there is talent and creativity in what they have created, but the new music may not have you craving to replay it. Overall, Moonbathers is a decent album that proves the talent of a band but may only satisfy the long-time fans of Delain. While there are several moments that may pique one's interest, there is an encompassing feeling of wanting something more that is never satisfied.